Welcome to the Capitalized Life YouTube channel. I'm Matthew Johnson, President and owner of Johnson Wealth and Income Management. I do hope you enjoy today's video. Hey, thank you for taking the time to click on today's video. So I'm going to forewarn you it's going to be a bit of a rant, but hopefully it's more of a challenge. Have you ever noticed that the one thing in life that keeps us moving, the thing that keeps us juiced up, is the term progress? It is progress in our life. When we see progress, it gives us motivation to keep going. But the one thing that stops progress is when we put conditions on action. And we use this one little term called if. The word if is a big word. It's a very dangerous word because what we tell ourselves is, well, if there was, if I could only find the perfect exercise program, or if I could only find the perfect, nutritional food or regimen, then I would take action. The problem is, there is no perfect exercise program. We just simply need to get out and we need to move. Some people, they need somebody behind them with a bullhorn just yelling, run! Okay? Just move. Just get up off the couch and move. Move your body. The perfect food, it doesn't exist. Even if it did exist, can you imagine how expensive it would be? Everybody would want the perfect food if there was such a thing. So instead of eating 14 cheeseburgers a week, maybe just only eat one cheeseburger per week. Okay? Take action and quit using the word if as a crutch. Those conditions that we put on our life and the conditions that we put on progress, they prevent us from having progress in our life. And we all want progress. When it comes to your money, I would recommend, I've heard the word if more times than I care to count. Well, Matthew, if I see that the stock market's about to drop, I'll pull my money out. Matthew, if I perceive that, the risk is becoming too great, then I will take your advice. You know what? The if comes and you still don't take any action. And then what happens is your mind makes a mental shift. Your mind says, now you've lost too much. You've lost too much, and now you've got to ride this baby all the way down, and you got to wait for it to come all the way back up. But then you tell yourself, but I'll learn. I will not make this mistake again. May I really ask you to consider the fact that you've lived through this not once, but you've lived through this twice. The first stock market major correction from 2000 to 2003 cost investors 50% in the S&P 500. The second major correction, you remember it well. I'm certain you're probably thinking back to this point in time, 2007 to 2009, when the S&P lost over 63%. Those were two life lessons to learn from. And here we are, the stock market has been just absolutely tumultuous. The stock market's dropping. Yesterday, the 16th of March, we lost over 3,000 points. Finally, it settled just slightly above that at 2,900 and some odd points. Let me ask you, when is the pain going to be enough? Or is your mind playing that trick that says, you've lost too much? You see, the reality is I don't believe that it is too late yet. But if you continue to keep your money in the market, you continue to take no action to preserve what money you have, to take what winnings you may still have left off the table and capitalize on it and make it safer and focus on income, you will be one of those victims that has no other choice than to ride this out the rest of the way and then wait for all your money to come back. Now, I know that this is my personal opinion. I am no doctor. But I will tell you that I believe that it is going to continue to get colder before it gets warmer. And the reason I believe that is as we start to see the side effects of this virus grip America, and the quarantines and the barring of gatherings and all of this continue to be implemented to take place to try to stall or at least mitigate some of the risk of loss within this coronavirus pandemic. The reality is this, that people, a majority of Americans today, do not have 6, 7, 8 months worth of living expenses put away in their bank. The small business owners already have small margins in there. They're not good savers because they're business owners. They've been putting their money back into their business. And so you put them on quarantine. You close down their business for a time. And guess what? When they run out of money, where are they going to go? They're going to go to their 401ks. They're going to go to their IRAs. They're going to start taking money. And where are those dollars invested today? Those dollars are vested in the stock market, most of them. And that means that not only do we have the speculators speculating in Wall Street, not only do we have big institutional dollars pulling potentially hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars out of the stock market, now you've got even the small little investor yanking his money out because he needs to have living cash. You see the side effect. You understand in your mind that it could definitely get worse. May I encourage you to consider the fact that it is still not too late. There is hope, but you must take action and do it immediately. Don't wait for the conditions. Don't put conditions on actions. It's never worth it. Consider how much that word "if" has cost you in your retirement, and how much it's cost you simply in your life, like it's cost me in mine. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's up to you to make today a great day.